Hello there, and welcome back to Corey Lewis's for the continuation of our Thrawn's Revenge Imperial Civil War 3.0 preview playthrough as the Empire of the Hand. In the last episode, we started marauding our way through the Pentastar Element territory and saw just how punished they've been by a mix of us and the Empire. So we've kind of taken a lot of their shipbuilding capacity away, and we are hoping to take Ord Tracy right now, I think. Because that should be a little less defended than Entrala was. Entrala is going to require a bit more of a commitment from us, so we're just waiting for the Mega Mazer tank on there. And I think we'll queue a few more soldiers. Alright, Nero on. Let's get... I think having some more fighters right now would be good. So Beodur, Indefatigable, and Avalon. So let's do that. For those of you watching on YouTube, I am recording on Twitch, so I will be trying to answer some Twitch chat questions as we go. The first of those is from Civil Protections, who's asking, any insight on the Hand's ground forces, like will they keep the big, medium, and small tank divisions? We haven't exactly decided on a lot of that. Based on the Dark Nest Crisis stuff, we'll probably keep the treaded tank thing for them rather than going to like hover tanks or something, and that'll be more of a Hapen thing most likely. But in terms of what they become, like what their specific roles will be, some will probably be in the same thing where we want to keep like the Mega Mazer tank and some sort of like anti-infantry tank, some sort of medium tank. It's hard to say on specifics for that right now. So, yeah. Just gonna quickly check this. Oh, that... Huh. That's new.
Cruiser reporting. Navigating to coordinates.
Construction complete.
Alright, we're going to take Kariak, because it's kind of just free right there while we're still building some of this up.
Tactical battle imminent.
Right away, sir.
Tech Crafter's asking, could you do a mode that deletes ground battles in Galactic Conquest and what happens to battle? We are not removing ground battles in Galactic Conquest. That would significantly change not just the lack of ground battles, but also the entire economy and the pacing of the game. And survival mode will be back once we've had a chance to flesh it out a bit more. It's just a lot of the stuff, as other parts of the mod have changed around it, became non-functional. So stuff like when we changed fighter spawns with 2.2, for example, we never really had it. It was never a priority to go back through it. But survival will be back when we have a chance to actually devote some development resources to it.
Right away. Heading out. Right away. Moving out. Heading out, sir. Fall out.
Moving to that area, sir.
Let's move out.
Heading out.
Let's go. Keep going. Inbound. Over there.
Fall out, troops.
We want to make actual Akarai stuff for Kariak and some other unknown regions denizens. Like a third of the Empire of the Hand roster is made up of units that are sourced from like non-Chiss, non-Empire of the Hand designed like local forces. So they'll be more of a thing as we go through. Like the priority right now was doing the straight Chiss units. Then after that, NCAR's been working on the fusion of Chiss tech with Imperial stuff, so like the Ascendancy Star Destroyer, the Chaff. But then after that, we'll have those other 6 units worked out.
We are victorious.
We release a total conversion submod that turns everything into Lego. That would be super expensive. Lego is super fucking expensive. No one can afford that.
Building started.
We'd have to charge just so much money for that. Oh, we already had Tundra. We'll get Phalanx. My tractor is sexy.
Constructing unit. I see.
And I'm gonna bring these guys over to Ord Veneer, or Ord Tracy rather. Actually, we have that now, so we're good.
Cruiser reporting.
Techraptor saying no. Can you just give the option to those that like it to remove the ground battles? Again, that isn't just removing ground battles. That is fully restructuring the entire mod's economy and pacing. So it's not as simple as just removing the ground battles, because like mines, influence buildings, all that stuff is handled on ground. So again, it's not just removing ground battles. If you try to do that, it is. You have to basically fully remake them all.
Commencing.
It's not like shield penetration or whatever, where it's just change one line and then it is what it is. It's like you can't have an economy in the mod without ground right now.
Roger that.
It'd be a whole fuck ton of work to make a groundless version of it
Choose your reinforcements.
and then maintain that. It would have to be a completely different design mod. It just wouldn't work.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Let's go.
Alright, so we're going to go through here with our infantry. Then we're going to come over to this one.
Keep going.
Awaiting orders. Fallout. Incoming.
I get the ships with the names of my gamers. That is some to do some Cody code. That is something that I do for my preview playthroughs for people who are patrons or Twitch subs and stuff. Jesus, that just got annihilated. Basically, I just do the names in the playthroughs. Thank you for the people who support the channel. I wouldn't be able to release it because like it's technically paid content at that point, and I try to make sure that stays as separate as possible. There are some instances in the game where like there's significant lore-based names that are used. So like Megador and Dominion kind of work that way.
Attacking target. Fire at will. All weapons loaded. Attacking.
Awaiting orders. Targeting.
T4B.
Kane should still spawn because it spawns based on planet ownership.
Targeting.
It just doesn't initiate a battle.
Firing.
We eventually want to have another checker that just sees if there's enemies present on the planet before spawning, and then ideally chooses a different place to spawn or just doesn't spawn at that point. But for the moment, I don't think that code is done. One of us may have actually gotten to it since I've last checked, but I don't think we have.
Roger. Underway. Form up. Awaiting orders.
Alright, you guys can stop there.
I copy, sir. Almost
Construction
there.
complete.
I copy. Moving out.
I copy.
And you two go around the edge.
Yes, sir. Yes, Commander. Right away. Ready. All weapons loaded. T4B ready.
There we go.
Moving out. Give me the target. Ready for attack. Heading out, sir. Target.
Alright, let's pull this one up.
All out.
Reporting. Firing.
So I don't think I've actually talked about this change, but a lot of these small walkers, we've actually made it so that they can use infantry-only pathways. So there is a bit more of a difference between the like walkers and repulsor craft, like another additional difference.
This way. Over there. Attack.
Order
Calling
acknowledged.
run available.
Copy.
Yes, Commander.
All right, fall back here.
Your orders. Roger. T4B
There we
mobile.
go. All right, back to that.
Form up.
And now
Waiting orders.
everyone go kill the AT-TE. We should be able to take it with all these guys. Oh, there's an ATAP.
Moving into position.
Always two there are.
Open fire. Reporting.
An ATPAT, or an ATTE and ATAP.
Yes, Commander. Underway.
Keep going.
One to have the legs and the other to crave them.
T4P.
Alright, I think I'm gonna... Alright, we don't have any money. That's why I didn't do
We
it.
secured a build pad.
Almost there.
You better fucking not, sir.
Heading out. Right away. Moving out. Heading out. Fall out, troops.
There's planet abilities that can shut off repulsor craft. I don't know if you'd be able to apply that to a structure, but
Move out.
considering there are some factions in the mod that are like almost entirely repulsor craft, I don't know that it's something we're gonna look too much into. Like maybe some other disadvantages to certain unit types, but
Fire at
oh,
will.
you guys
Attacking.
don't
Targeting.
be that way.
Firing. Roger that. This way. Form up. Awaiting orders. Over there.
Submods are entirely allowed and encouraged as long as you're not re-uploading the entire mod. Because if you're just uploading the files you're changing,
Moving into
then
position.
that's all you gotta do.
Right away, sir. I copy.
Since you can launch multiple mods at once.
Almost there.
Advancing.
There are many submods for Thrawn's Revenge that and Fall of the Republic that are available on the workshop.
All weapons loaded. Heading out. Right away.
Thank you, Tritone, for subscribing
Spearheading assault.
for 18 months.
Moving out. Heading out, sir. T4P ready. Give me a target.
Alright, let's start going through.
Let's move out.
This is not handy.
Commence assault. Ready for attack. Target locked.
This stuff really ought to be moved.
Let's go.
It's fine for like the straight path, but when you're dealing with the actual base,
Attack.
oh no, never mind. It's just the shadow over there, so it's good.
Form up. Keep going. This way.
All right, back off.
Almost there.
Too much shooting us.
Computers locked on target.
No, that is not the new Lambda model.
Target's locked.
Bob did make a new Lambda model yesterday,
Over there.
but this is not that. Shit. Didn't even kill it.
T4P mobile.
Okay, yeah, so it's just covering that part. That's fine.
Reporting.
Come through here.
Moving into position. Your orders. Right away, sir. Roger that. Form up. Underway.
Oh, turn around.
Almost there. Heading out. Awaiting orders.
There we go.
Right away. I copy, sir.
Awaiting orders. Right away.
I don't want you guys too close up there. But it looks like they actually sent some of those
Moving
units
out.
up around, so we're just going to try to go in here and nuke some of these guys.
Fire! Fall out, troops. Open fire! Attack that
Come on.
target.
Kill the ATAP. There's two of you, there's one of it. There we go.
Let's move out. Reporting. Fire at will. Let's
Now try to hit this structure.
yes,
And you guys are now safe to come in.
going.
Ready.
Ready. This way. Attacking. Over there.
Alright, back off now.
Yes, sir.
All
We
weapons loaded.
secured a build pad.
T4B mobile.
Roger.
We're gonna let the Gilzans come in,
Moving into
and then we're gonna get the MMTs back in.
Reporting in.
Give me the target. Right away, sir. Underway. Tank brigade here. Copy. Targeting.
Okay, you're gonna follow. You're just gonna go back
Almost there.
to repair. We're gonna get send our infantry in with them.
Form up. Heading out. Right away.
So we might actually be at the end of the ATAPs from the base.
Firing.
We're at least close.
Heading out. Entering battle. Engaging target. Awaiting orders. Fall out, troops.
Alright, keep targeting, but also keep moving. There we go.
Go. I copy. Reporting. Spearheading assault.
Just want to stop those spawns before they come back. There we go.
Go.
The giant crush range on these guys make them our best anti-infantry units,
This assault.
which they are not intended to be.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Yes, Commander.
Bombing run available.
T4B mobile. Moving into position. Right away, sir. Target locked. Awaiting orders.
I don't love the props covering the floor here,
Commencing attack. Copy.
because that makes the indicators not show up properly, and also makes the low res
All weapons loaded.
more obvious.
Underway.
Like, I like the overall layout of the map, and when we like switch out the props with the higher
Fire!
poly, higher res ones, then
Fire!
that'll look better as well. But I generally prefer the
Almost there.
ground to be
4B ready.
ground. Was that a sensor array that I just never even went to?
Attack that target. Give me the target. Moving out. Right away. Moving out. Heading out, sir. Fall out, troops. Let's move out.
Bombardment available.
Tank brigade here. Copy. Let's go. Keep going. This way. Over there.
The enemy has been
Got 'em.
defeated.
I'm sure it'll have an even more Star Wars Tor feel when it's
System
stuff
complete.
from Tor that you're using in Revan's Revenge. And I guess that means Ord Benir is a good target for us. I mean, if we could take Mutilants, that would be pretty epic.
Unit in
So
production.
let's get another sensor, just in case we can take Mutilants. You guys go over there, and we're also putting the phalanx that we're building in this fleet. $16. We're gonna get to week 17 in a second.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
If we can get another Intigo, I think that's going to be the best thing to do. Thank you, the King in Yellow, for the 300-bit cheer. Little thank you for making AWX so easy to implement. I've been trying to learn to mod games like Skyrim. It's a nightmare. Well, we try to make our stuff as clean as possible, so we appreciate it, but probably a lot more thanks to Petroglyph for that, really. Okay, what's the ground on Mutilants like? But thank you very much. That'd be unlimited ATTEs. I think what we want first is one of these, two of these, one of
Unit in
those.
production.
Beginning construction.
You in there. So the New Republic is taking some names. The Empire is reestablishing themselves in the core. Are they still holding on to Kuat, or did the Hapen? The Hapens have taken Kuat back. What are they doing for ground units? Can they actually build their infantry? They must be able to. And I think inertia will actually fix them, so if we fight them, they might actually work. Maybe we should take Anx Minor and Gabrador and kind of just go through that way. Jameis would be an easy one, but we'd have to take Mutilin space. Generis would be easy as well. But I don't want to piss off the Empire right now. Ord Benir, however, could be a fun one.
Location locked. Heading out.
Tactical battle imminent.
Well, yeah, their stats wouldn't be exactly Final Valerie, but they'd still be within the range of infantry. They'd just be auto-resolving stacks of only infantry.
Choose your reinforcements.
Cortessa, some Syndics. Need a really big stick.
We shall be there shortly. We'll get there.
And we've got Indefatigable,
Destination confirmed.
Sanguine
We're on
Moon,
our way.
and Avalon,
We'll be there shortly.
as well as Impetus.
Intercepting. I'm on them. Roger that. Stay in formation. Over target locked. Form up. Eliminating target. Get behind them. Destroyer here. I have them now. Target locked. I'm on them. Coming around. Copy. I've got them in my sights. The lasers are our shot. I got them on the run.
Considering the term for Chish ships is now, like larger Chish ships is now Night Dragons, we have to be careful that we don't use that term for Hapens as well.
I'm on them. Stay in formation. Target locked.
Does or will the Empire of the Hand have any SSDs? Nope. Their biggest ship is going to be the Antigua, which was the large ship that was just in our fleet right there.
Vehicle in
Get another one of
production.
you. Alright, that has fixed itself. We're doing alright for pilots. We're not spending that many. Right now it's not hooked up how it ultimately will be, which is why I'm not like too concerned about it. Just gotta check it every so often. Make sure it doesn't burn in the oven.
Underway.
Ooh, they moved it. Alright.
Location locked. Heading out. Right away, sir.
New plan. It's the old plan.
Tactical battle imminent.
Underway.
Invasion commencing.
So the heavy or the advanced vehicle structure, I'm a little bit worried about, but I don't think they'll have a. They don't have a base shield.
I copy.
I don't think they'll have a way to stop us
Adjusting
if we
navigator.
decide to be mean to them.
Reporting. Squad, advance. Move out. Order acknowledged.
We've secured a build pad.
Yes, Commander. Right away.
Has the air Sentinel's asking? Has the air system been redone in
We've
some way?
lost a build
It
pad.
hasn't yet, but it is being redone
Form up.
in
Be mobile.
3.0, and we'll have some news posts about that coming up because now that we've done the shipyard reworks, the basic systems for that,
Heading out.
our attention will be turning to the
Reporting.
air system changes.
Fallout troops.
Pox has made a new era handler,
Right away, sir.
a state handler for eras,
Ready.
We've secured a build pad.
and there's a lot more depth to it now.
We've captured an abandoned sensor array.
Oh, look at that.
This way.
Here,
Reporting.
Gaussians, go down there.
Yes,
MMTs, go down there. Infantry,
Roger.
go with the
Let's go.
MMTs. The Gaussians, you'll be able to speedily go and handle that.
Right away. Moving out. Heading out, sir.
We've lost a build pad.
Reporting in. Ready. Fallout troops. Let's move out.
Uh-oh.
Roger that. Advance. All weapons loaded. Attacking target. Form up. T4B ready. Let's go. Fire at will. Keep going. This way.
Chase him down. There we go.
Over there.
Alright, go for the structure now. ATAP's running scared.
Give me a target.
What's the Empire of the Hand have? Any ship equivalent, most equivalent to the ISD? The most equivalent Empire of the Hand ship to the ISD is the Phalanx. Although the Phalanx is a bit more offensively tuned. So higher damage, lower defenses generally. But I think its stats might actually overall be a bit higher.
Attacking.
But that's kind of the distribution of stats at least.
Firing.
And that's their
Form up.
ISD-esque ship. Although in terms of like the basic idea of like a sort of jack of all trades core of their fleet, not super specialized, that'd be the Syndic.
Underway.
Because the Emperor of the Hand stuff does skew a little bit smaller, but closest in direct performance probably is this is the ISD.
Heading out.
We've secured a build pad.
The Ascendancy is just a dedicated carrier, not just a dedicated carrier, as if that's a bad thing, but
A build pad.
it's not really filling the same niche in any kind of way as the ISD does.
Initiate attack run.
Almost there.
Reporting.
Destroyed.
Moving out.
Oh, if you all want to just kill that one, you can.
Heading out.
Computers locked on target.
Fallout troops. Let's move out.
Target's locked.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Keep going. Moving to secondary position.
Rip.
This way. Over there. T4B.
Alright, looks like we need to not do that again.
Moving into position. Right away, sir. Ready. Underway. Support order acknowledged.
I assume the Nebula can match an ISD-2 in this mod, or at least fight it. Not necessarily.
Weapons loaded. Commence assault.
They're pretty close, but
Ready for attack.
the ISD-2 would probably still win one-on-one.
Target locked. Attack.
It also depends on who's where.
There.
Like, the Nebula puts out a lot of damage. If you have a tank in front of the Nebula, it's going to be a lot more effective than an ISD-2. And by being, like, technically lower in stats, you're able to have more ships around it to perform that role.
Tank brigade here. Attack that target.
Blast them.
Attacking target.
All right, man.
Copy.
Load your
Heading
weapon.
out. Fire at will. Attacking. Roger that. Form up. Right away.
Right, into the city square.
Waiting orders.
Bombardment available.
Did they put something into transport that... Yes, they did. I have to kill these if I want those to stop shooting.
I copy, sir.
Order acknowledged.
I copy.
Yes, Commander.
Moving out.
Alright. I think we might just try to take the town center for this.
Yes, Commander. Targeting. Firing. Ready. All weapons loaded. T4B ready. Heading out. Fall out, troops. Give me
Alright, they're gonna start trying to assault us.
tank
We gotta make sure it doesn't work.
target.
Alright, pull off.
Copy.
And let's hit that turret.
Heading assault. Orders. Roger. Form up. Commence assault. Awaiting orders. I copy, sir. I copy.
Alright, I'm gonna keep one of these in. And
Target locked.
start getting ready to bomb.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Just gotta protect our infantry on that, so we don't need to be too
I copy.
strict here.
Bombing run. Ready.
Don't take any unnecessary risks, just make sure that they don't decide to come and murder us on our
Abil pad.
Open fire. Give me the
on our capture point.
Computers locked on target.
tank brigade here. This way. Attack
Target's
that
locked.
target. Attacking target. Copy. Fire at will.
Rip.
Destroyed.
There we go.
Attacking. Your orders.
Run them over before they shoot you.
T4B mobile.
There we go.
Roger that. Targeting.
And we've almost got it. Oh right, it doesn't actually work in this playthrough.
Form up.
Oops.
Firing. Awaiting orders. I copy, sir. Moving into position. I copy.
I mean, if people want, we can make the ATTEs explode in one Hailfire missile. That would be doable.
Right away, sir. Entering battlefield. Engage.
I need to stop having two playthroughs on very different builds going at the same time.
Reporting.
When I'm playing the community challenge, I forget what works there versus here. When I'm playing here,
Yes,
vice versa.
Spearheading assault. Commence assault. Underway. Ready for attack. Ready. Almost there. Heading out.
If people want to play with the fan perception of the nebula versus the
T4B ready. Give me a target.
generally presented stats and abilities, then
Attack.
they can
Tank brigade here.
play the submod that Jorrit made.
Copy.
Reinforcement point contested.
Fire. Open fire.
Reporting. Spread out, man.
Roger. Moving out. Heading out. All out. Let's move out. go. Keep going. This way.
Right, you're gonna be too weak. Get out of there.
Be mobile. Moving into position. Right away, sir.
Outrun the rocket.
Form up. Awaiting orders. Underway.
Bombing run available.
Reporting. Initiate attack run.
Almost there.
Almost perfect.
There.
Target's locked.
Huh.
I copy, sir. Attack that target. I copy. Report.
Alright, you're just gonna tank it. Maybe the Mega Mazer tank just inherited the Crusher from the... Or the Gozan inherited the Mega Mazer tank's Crusher as well.
Target. Right away.
We got both sides of the coin going here.
Moving out.
We are
we go.
victorious.
Really playing with fire with these health bars here. All right.
Conquered.
I think that's going to do it for today's episode, as well as today's stream. We have put Antrala in a box, and I think that's where Kane's going to spawn, so he'll be angry at us. But hope you guys have enjoyed the stream and are enjoying the playthrough so far. Again, this episode will be going up on, I believe, Saturday of next week as of when this is being recorded. So the Monday after this goes up on YouTube, we'll be recording the next 4 episodes. But thanks again for watching, everyone. Hope you have a good one. Bye.